The days have felt heavy lately, a tired mind, a restless heart, and even surrounded by people, there's still a silent emptiness that's hard to explain. So tonight, before you fall asleep, I want to invite you to slow down for a few moments. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and pray with me. Father, tonight, while the world grows quiet and darkness covers the empty streets outside, there is something heavy inside me that I can no longer ignore. A kind of exhaustion that doesn't come only from the body. There's weight hidden deep inside the mind. A silent anxiety that follows me even during moments that are supposed to feel peaceful. And maybe I've spent too much of my life chasing things that were never capable of giving me real peace. Money, attention, validation, pleasure, distractions, temporary escapes for a permanent emptiness. And tonight, in this silence, I finally want to stop running. I want to sit still for a moment, without noise, without pretending, without trying to impress anyone. Just me, and the truth inside my own soul, because deep down, Father, I know there has been a war happening inside me for a long time, a war between my desires and my peace, a war between my ego and my conscience, a war nobody else can see. And maybe the most painful part is realizing that many times I was the one feeding that suffering, feeding comparison, feeding fear, feeding thoughts that slowly poisoned my own mind. While I watched everyone else's lives, I forgot to take care of my own spirit. While I searched for approval, I lost parts of myself. While I tried to control everything around me, I lost control of myself. So tonight, Father, teach me how to be still. Teach me how to survive silence without fear, because I'm starting to realize that silence reveals truths that distraction keeps hidden. In silence, I meet my fears. In silence, I meet my regrets. In silence, I finally see how exhausted my soul has become. And maybe that's why so many people feel emotionally lost today, because nobody knows how to be alone anymore. People wake up reaching for noise, music, phones, social media, constant stimulation, anything to avoid hearing their own thoughts. But when the night comes, the emptiness always returns. And Father, I don't want to spend my whole life escaping myself. I don't want temporary pleasure to control my emotions anymore. I don't want anxiety to decide my future. I don't want fear to dominate my mind every single day. Give me strength to face reality without running from it. Give me discipline when my emotions become chaotic. Give me peace when my thoughts become loud. Because I finally understand something tonight. My mind can become my prison, or my freedom. And everything depends on what I feed daily. If I feed fear, fear grows stronger. If I feed anger, anger consumes me. If I feed distraction, my spirit becomes weak. But if I feed awareness, something inside me begins to change. And maybe that change begins here, right now, in this quiet moment, while the rain falls softly outside and the world slows down for a few hours. Father, teach me not to depend on the approval of other people to feel valuable. Teach me how to remain calm when rejection appears. Teach me how to lose things without losing myself. Because sometimes it feels like this world is constantly trying to pull the soul apart. Everyone is chasing something. More money, more status, more attention, more pleasure. But nobody seems peaceful. Nobody seems truly free. And maybe that's because the human heart was never meant to survive endless desire. The more people consume, the emptier they become. The more they seek validation, the more fragile they feel. The more they chase happiness outside themselves, the further peace seems to disappear. And tonight, Father, I finally understand why silence feels so uncomfortable. Because silence forces us to face ourselves honestly. No distractions, no masks. No performance, just truth. And truth can feel terrifying, because deep inside many of us are carrying wounds we never healed. Loneliness, shame, regret, fear of failure, fear of not being enough, fear of being forgotten, and sometimes those fears become so loud that we start building our entire lives around escaping them. But no amount of distraction can permanently silence a wounded soul. Eventually the noise fades, eventually the room becomes quiet, Eventually, the mind speaks again. And that's where transformation begins. Not in comfort, not in pleasure, but in awareness. In honesty. In the painful moments, someone finally stops running and says, "I can't keep living like this anymore. Father, if suffering is part of life, then teach me how to suffer without becoming bitter. Teach me how to go through dark seasons without losing my humanity. Teach me how to stay conscious even when pain tries to turn my heart cold, because I see now that pain can either destroy a person or awaken them. Some people become prisoners of suffering, others become wiser because of it. And maybe the difference is found in whether they choose awareness or escape. Tonight I choose awareness, even if it hurts, even if it exposes uncomfortable truths inside me, even if it forces me to confront parts of myself I spent years hiding from. Because deep down, I know I cannot heal while constantly running away from my own mind. So Father, help me rebuild myself slowly. Teach me patience. Teach me emotional discipline. Teach me how to sit quietly with my thoughts without immediately reaching for distraction. Because maybe true strength is not loud. Maybe true strength is silent. The ability to remain calm inside chaos. The ability to control impulses. The ability to stay grounded when life becomes painful. The ability to continue moving forward without needing constant validation from the world. That kind of strength feels rare now. Most people break emotionally over small things. One rejection destroys their confidence. One bad season destroys their identity. One disappointment makes them lose hope completely. But Father, I don't want to become emotionally fragile anymore. I want a stronger mind, a quieter spirit, a calmer heart. Not because life will become easier, but because I no longer want external chaos controlling my inner world. And maybe that's what true peace really is. Not the absence of pain, not a perfect life, but the ability to remain steady even while life changes constantly around us. Tonight, I let go of the illusion that happiness means permanent pleasure. I let go of the belief that money, status, or approval can fully heal the soul. I let go of the exhausting need to constantly prove myself to everyone. And for the first time in a long time, I breathe slowly, quietly, honestly. The rain continues outside. The city lights glow through the darkness, and somewhere in this silence, I feel something changing inside me. Not excitement, not temporary motivation. Something deeper. Clarity, awareness, a strange kind of peace that only appears when the mind finally stops fighting reality. Father, protect my mind from becoming addicted to noise. Protect my soul from endless comparison. Protect my heart from becoming emotionally dependent on temporary things. And remind me that some of the strongest people in the world are not the loudest ones. They are the quiet ones. The ones who learned how to survive darkness without losing themselves. The ones who learned discipline inside suffering. The ones who stayed conscious while the world stayed distracted. And if difficult days come again, help me remember this moment tonight. This silence, this stillness, this prayer. Because maybe freedom begins the moment a person stops running from themselves. Maybe peace begins when the ego finally becomes quiet. Maybe healing begins when someone sits alone in the dark and chooses honesty instead of distraction. So before I sleep tonight, Father, I release my fears. I release the weight I've been carrying inside my mind. I release the need to control everything. And I ask for only one thing. Do not let my soul become lost in the noise of this world. Help me remain conscious. Help me remain calm. Help me remain awake, even during the darkest nights of life.